this is Michael from Exclusively Comics, and today I'm going to be discussing my top 5 superheroes of all time. These are my personal opinion and superheroes that I like and that think that they're entertaining and their stories are interesting.
This list is my opinion on which comic book characters that have been important to me since childhood. And I haven't honorably mentioned one. He comes in at number 6, which is SpiderMan, and he probably should be a little bit higher up on the list, but I don't know. I should have made probably a top 10. But Spider-Man is iconic,
and Spider-Man is very close to coming in at number 5 on my series. I of course become a Spider-Man fan during the animated series that was on TV, and the Spider-Man movies. I guess they were okay, but I really liked the Spider-Man animated series. I like Spider-Man, and he is definitely up there in my top superheroes. But I have to put my other ones, my top 5, first before him, but he definitely comes in at number 6. Number 5, Wonder Woman. Honestly, who can't like Wonder Woman? Amazonian princess, descendant of the gods, and a woman that can kick ass and is very cool in my estimation. She has a great history, and it's also the fact that she's absolutely beautiful, and I'm not going to lie on that, but she can stand toe to toe with Superman and can just be a great hero. And during the Justice League cartoon series, that's when I first started really liking Wonder Woman, and I just like her character, and think that she deserves to be on this list. Number 4 has to be Captain America. Who doesn't like Captain America? I collected the Captain America comic books for a good while, and love their stories. Stopped following comics for a while, but all-time favorite is movie has to be Captain America, the original one, and the Winter Soldier. Love Captain America standing up, fighting for his beliefs of truth and justice in the American way. And think that Captain America, I like Sam Wilson as Captain America, Bucky Barnes, the different versions of Captain America, but Steve Rogers is my favorite, of course. And I like him coming in to save the day, his shield, and I like the fact that he's only got his shield as a weapon, and of course he's super soldier serum, and he is one of the most iconic heroes in my estimation to deserve to be on this list. Number 3 has to be Superman. Now, everybody may say he deserves to be number 1. I like Superman, but I like that as I heard explained one time, and I forget who it was, that the reason they like Superman, and I believe this too, is that his secret identity, that is really his costume. And the real Superman is when he is, portraying his, has the red cape on and the blue suit on. That's who Superman is. I like that Superman is a symbol of hope. Of course, my first introduction to Superman was in the Christopher Reeves movies, and I collected some of the comics. I was devastated when they killed off Superman, but understood it. But I liked the Henry Cavill series, I believe, and I also liked actually Dean Cain and Lois and Clark: The Adventures of Superman. I thought that was a pretty good series. I really didn't get much into Smallville, and I have not watched the new series on the CW of Superman. I look forward to the new Superman that Warner Brothers is going to be coming out with. I hope that it is a good story. But Superman definitely comes in at number 3. Number 2. Now this is a hard choice between number 1 and number 2. Because both of these characters I really like. But I'm going to have to put Batman as number 2. Batman ranks in my estimation as the one of the most iconic superheroes of all time. Of course, he's my favorite. I love that Batman doesn't have superpowers, though I wish that some way that they could make Bruce Wayne have some version of immortality. That would be really cool. But I guess he's immortal in all the stories that's been told. First introduction to Batman was the Batman movies of Michael Keaton. I liked that darker Batman. Wasn't really sold on the idea of when Michael Keaton left the Batman franchise, and George Clooney and Val Kilmer had the suits, donned the mask of the Caped Crusader. But the other versions of Batman I like. Of course, I liked the animated series. It's great that on HBO Max we can watch all of these series now and most of these movies. And the great stories of what Batman has to do. I like that, he has that code that he does not kill, and he lives by that code. And I think that that's important for a superhero to have, that differentiates them between the good guy and the bad guy. Now, I know that number 1 choice is probably going to be contrary to what my thoughts are on that, but I really like the fact that Batman and Superman, that they have that code and they live by that code. So we're going to the next one. Number 1. my number one superhero of all time, my favorite, of course, is Wolverine, Logan. I have the very first issue of the Wolverine series, comic book, the one that was in the early 80s, when he had a special 5-part or 6-part series. One of the first things that when I graduated high school I bought was that. Had to order it. I remember ordering it from a comic book store, and still have it today. And definitely the 1990s, the animated series Wolverine became one of my favorites. I love his virtual indestructibility, which I think that is great. Loved the Hugh Jackman portrayal of Wolverine. He iconic. Of course, I wasn't really keen on the second Wolverine movie. I really liked the origin story that they did on Logan, but I wasn't really keen on the second Wolverine where he went to Japan. I do think that movie, the first movie, is a bit underrated, but I love his constant conflict with Sabretooth. I think that was captured pretty well. I wish that they would have developed more Sabretooth and let him become, the Sabretooth that was back during the animated series. That was totally unstoppable, him and Wolverine going back and forth. But definitely Wolverine is one of my all-time favorites. Is my all-time favorite superhero of all time. Yeah, he's a bit violent, but as part of him, who he is, just raw, unadulterated power, and I like him a lot, and I look forward to the recasting of Wolverine. I hope they do get a good actor that really plays into that role. Now there's a lot of honorable mentions that I have to this list of mine. First one would be Green Lantern. Really a fan of the John Stewart Green Lantern. He was pretty cool. I liked his no-nonsense, serious portrayal of Green Lantern. To me, he's the best Green Lantern, actually. Green Lantern, the original Green Lantern, was my dad's favorite comic book character. I remember he telling me that several times. Another honorable mention that I have is Iron Man. Really, I just followed the MCU Iron Man of Robert Downey Jr. I liked those movies. I thought they were pretty good. Maybe the second one wasn't that great, but oh well. I think he had a good character arc in the whole MCU storyline. Another honorable mention probably is the Incredible Hulk. Remember back during the 1970s series of the Incredible Hulk? That was definitely a different type of era. I like going back and watching the old things that were before all of the CGI and special effects and all that stuff. Even the old Captain America 1990 movie, believe it or not. Then they did another Captain America movie back during the old times. They're so corny, but they're kind of entertaining at least. And another mention probably from the movies is probably Daredevil. I'm a rare, I guess, guy that has an affinity for that Daredevil. The best Daredevil series, I guess, was on the Netflix series. I thought that was very well done. Another honorable mention would probably be the Punisher. Even though he's really on the edge of complete anti-hero. And I've watched all the Punisher movies, and clearly the best Punisher was during the Netflix series of the Punisher. And I suppose that wraps it up on my favorite superheroes of all time. I do like the Flash. He's okay. I'm not really a fan of the CW Flash. Another honorable mention probably would be Arrow. The Arrowverse. I liked his portrayal of Arrow. I thought he did a good job, and I thought the series was decent. I was trying to bring that character to life. But as far as other characters you got Cyclops, you got all the X-Men. I like those. In some respects, I like some of the villains, Magneto, and I thought that Quicksilver was a good character that was in the Fox version of the X-Men series, X-Men First Class, and that was a good movie, I believe. And as far as other characters in the comic books, I don't know if there's any that I really like per se, that I would want to read their comics and to find out who they are. I really like some of the characters that I have, and I hope that soon that I can release some of those, and those can go public. And it's one of the projects that I'm working on. And anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I guess it lingered on here, and that's my top 5 superheroes of all time, and guess I'll do my top 5 villains of all time next, and we'll catch you again next time on Exclusively Comics. Please do like and subscribe if you hadn't subscribed, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.